Hi again, everyone. It's Jennifer with Crafty Bones. Today is the day. I have my Herrschner's order right here. We're going to open it together and be surprised together. But I went to Meijer, which is a local grocery store that it's kind of like a super Walmart, has everything in it. And they're remodeling this particular store, so I had to go through their clearance. And I found some. So this is Lily Yarn Sugar and Cream Red. Got that for 50 cents because the wrapper was gone. Same thing, and this one's called Wine, 50 cents. And then I got a Lion brand, and I don't, to be honest with you, this seems a lot more like a cream than it does Lion brand. But this one was 75 cents, so even if it is mislabeled, that's still cheap for cotton. And then the acrylic yarn that they sell is the Bernat Super Value. This one is in the color Steel, and I paid 87 cents for it. So very excited. I think I'm going to use that on the pattern from Yarnspirations for the block blanket. This gray I think will go with some of the other colors that I have. All right, so Herrschner's. Let's see. It's a big box. And then I got a catalog in the mail from them today too, but separately. This came UPS. Alright, no peeking. Alright. This is the cover of the catalog that I got, but the catalog has a lot more stuff in it. So I'm wondering if it's just stapled over the top of this catalog. All right, so I got 10 pounds of factory mill ends. They were, flyaways. They were $3.99 a piece. And like I said, 10 pounds. So let's see. Paper. All right, first one. All right, so this looks like it is going to be the same peach that I got last time, and that was a lot of months ago. I'm not sure, but now I have enough to do an Afghan because I think I only got 2 pounds last time, or so maybe that third pound. 4 pounds. Paper. 5, 6 pounds. 6 pounds. That's going to be a really large project. All right, so it looks like all the rest of this is exactly the same, and it looks like it might be Caron Simply Soft in an off-white. I don't know if that's showing up. It's kind of a creamy ivory. Let's see if that's all what it is. No, there's some pure white. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4 pure white, and 2 of the off-white. So that's it. That's what I got. 3 different kinds for 10 pounds. I always expect duplicates. It's not that big a deal. But when you get this much in one color, it makes it easier to make larger projects, which is typically what I do. I'm not a hat and scarf kind of girl. I like big things. All right, so I do have in one of these tubs up here somewhere, I have several skeins of Caron Simply Soft, but in not stripes, but it's more like an ombre variegated, but it's not long pieces of each color like a traditional ombre. Like I said, it looks more variegated. And what I had intended to do with it was to make another square, kind of like the ones on the last video, but it is like a completely filled mum. I'll see if I can find the pattern and link it below. But I didn't have a color to tie them all in to complete the squares because it's a round flower and then you have to complete the square. But now I have all of this white Caron Simply Soft that I can use to complete the blanket. And I think it's going to be extra toasty warm because there's just so much yarn. Each flower is 1 full skein, I believe, and the squares end up being larger squares too. Those ones that I showed you, they're supposed to be 14 inches, but I'm actually only getting 13 inches, and one of them I had to really stretch to get to 13 inches. And that was the first one because I was over tight on my tension. So I will check for that yarn. Hold on 1 second. All right, you guys, so while I'm looking for it, I decided I should probably take you on a quick tour of my yarn. So this is one tub, and in this tub we have some Michael's Loops and Threads. We have Vanna's Choice. We have Colorscapes. That's clearly a Hobby Lobby clearance. We have some big twists. This was a Joann clearance. This was $1.47, and I believe I got 25% off. But everything in here is typically set up to do a project. So you'll see, like, these Vannas were all intended to go together for one baby blanket. You'll see some blanket yarn down there, and that blanket yarn has a skein of purple, 2 skeins of variegated, and then a skein of this mint green. That's all in there too, but typically each bucket is separated out into projects. So like this mint, this brown, this gold, and this mauve were all intended to be one project. They're all the same type of yarn. And these remind me a lot of, there's the variegated again. These remind me of Caron Simply Soft, so that's one bucket. All right, here's bucket number 2. We have some Loops and Threads Impeccable. Again, I don't typically buy yarn at full price. I have this in yellow as well, but I did make a blanket out of the Bavarian stitch in this yellow, or in this, but in yellow. So some Red Heart Soft. There's more Red Heart Soft. And let's see. Oh, some mainstays from Walmart because it was on clearance for $1. I have a pattern for a owl blanket I was going to do. So here is some of Super Saver variegated, Hobby Lobby yarn, and sachet yarn to make scarves. A lot of it is in teen colors. And I think this is another random clearance from Walmart. Yeah, that one was $1.50. Maybe if we get the subscribers up enough, we'll have to do a giveaway. All right, let's move to the next box. Here's a box with today's haul in it and some camel from a haul previously from Herrschner's. All right, here is some more Hobby Lobby yarn from last year's clearance. And this Caron Simply Soft that's in here, this is just in hot pink and hot orange. These were from Pat Catan's when Pat Catan's was going out of business. All right, so we have some Red Heart, some Premier, and Camouflage. And here I think is where we're getting to the Caron Simply Soft variegated. So yes, as you can see, a lot of the stuff that I got at Pat Catan's, it was just a big old mess. So I'm going to end up having to detangle a lot of it. But here's some more. So as you can see, this one's a real ombre, it looks like. Here's another variegated. But there's a bunch of yarn in there. There's another variegated, and there's some solid Caron. And it looks like I even see some sweet rolls over there. I think that's Rose's favorite. She loves sweet rolls. Let's see, what do we got over here? Yep. Looks like there's 4 of the same, probably for a big blanket. And isn't that wonderful? That's going to make a really pretty flower. And there's greens. So I have this hot pink and this bright green. Let's see if I can get to the other side. There's some blue. Those are all Red Heart Super Saver. And this ombre is for a Red Heart pattern that's made up of squares. I'll link that too if I can. I don't think there's a YouTube video for that actually. All right, moving on. This is a box that has a bag of scraps in it that I've caked up. And then it also has larger scraps in it that are too big for my ball winder. But I will find things to do with those, even if it's making loveys, which is typically what I'll do with the larger scraps, is make loveys. Added more scraps to that same tub. I just emptied a project bag that had all of these in it that are waiting for me to work on it all. Next, I like going back to these tubs sometimes because it reminds me what I have. So these are some more mill ends, but I believe these ones were mystery bags from Yarnspirations, and this is baby weight. All right, so there's a couple of those. There's some blanket yarn. Making waves. I think there's 6 of those. There's some Bernat Pop. This was from the Pat Catan going out of business. These are Yarn Bee. I really love these. I think I have, yeah, there's more. This one here and this one are the same, but the blues and stuff you'll find on the inside, and on the inside of these ones you'll find the orange. So it's the same dye lot and everything, but that's for a project. And you can see there's more of that rose color from Hobby Lobby down there, and some Caron cakes. These were also from Pat Catan. So I'm looking forward to making lots of blankets. I don't know why I'm buying yarn. I really don't know why I'm buying yarn. Can you ever have enough though? So this is all of that coral color that I have now from the mystery bags, and here's 1 more pound of the purple so that I can finish that blanket, and that's some coral colored Simply Soft. I have some more blanket yarn. I believe I have 6 of this color and 6 of this color, and this is another mystery bag, but I believe that is also Yarnspirations based on the label. Sometimes you just gotta put stuff where it fits. Here's the carrot yarn. And we have some more of mystery bags. This was pink. I did a blanket, dress, headband, and diaper cover in this, and then trimmed it in gray elephants. There's some more Hobby Lobby yarn. Lots and lots of clearance Hobby Lobby yarn. Here is, again, some baby yarn. I believe it's the coordinates from Bernat. And if you can see, I have these and these and these. These are all to make a blanket. It's going to be a rather large blanket. I think there's like 12 of them. All right, and there's some more pink mystery bag. But this is from Hobby Lobby. This stuff is so soft. It's amazing how soft this is. I paid $1.24 for it, down from $4.99. Remind me not to buy any yarn this year when Hobby Lobby has a clearance, if we ever get to go shopping again. But I believe it's 80 acrylic and 20 nylon. It's extremely soft. I have several of them. Not all of them are in good condition. Some of them are all tangled. So here we have some pretty tweed yarn from Heartland. But I can't work with natural fibers other than cotton or bamboo. I can't do any animals. So we have those. We have this from Impeccable. And if you look down, you can see this pink and purple, and then there's another pink down here. All of this was intended to be one blanket. Oops, sorry. Over here we have Yarn Bee cakes, and there's a couple of different ones. I think you can see that. All right. And here we have more mystery bag yarn, and including some of that Bernat coordinates in pink. You can see all my amigurumi wheels in there from Red Heart. I certainly need to get to some of that. And some random white Super Saver. Have all of this. I think this is eggplant yarn here. Both of these are eggplant yarn. There's the coordinates from the trios that I got from Herrschner's last time. Here's some more purple. I bought these to do the eggplants originally, but I was afraid it was too dark to show up on camera, so I tried both of these, and these worked out a little better. Here's the gray coordinates that I got from a Yarnspirations mystery bag. All of these are Yarnspirations mystery bag that I believe I opened on camera, including this. But all of this is Impeccable. And there's a bunch of different colors. So these teals and white were intended to be a blanket, and they will be. And then I have purple and hot pink. That will be another blanket. So So that's another box. So I showed these on camera. These Bernat baby stripes. This is a mystery bag. This might be the only thing I make a hat or a scarf out of, this bulky. These are all Hobby Lobby clearances, including I love this cotton. And then there are some Bernat Pop in here. These were all of the Bernat Pop from Pat Catan. So there's lipstick on the collar, and then, what's that one? Pop Art. And Paisley Pop. I think that's it. And then these, again, are the same color. They just don't look like it, because the orange is on the inside of this one and the green is on the inside of this one. And this one is the same color as well. And this one, and they all look absolutely different. All right. On this side of the tub is all Yarn Bee. And if you look down, the one on top matches the one below it. So all of the colors are represented here of what I have. So I can just open it at a glance and see that I have this kind. And typically if they're stacked double, that means that's what's below it as well. And then over here, more yarn from Yarn Bee. And this is the one that feels like Caron Simply Soft. So there's that color and that color. And then there is a teal down here that I think those just really look good together. And I think this is just a random skein that I found once at Pat Catan's. It was just all by itself, but it might work well for the project I want to do. From Yarnspirations. And there's another cake down there. It's another tub of Yarn Bee cakes and some I Love This Yarn. And I think this is all the same. No, it's not all the same. So let's look down there. So those are also Hobby Lobby yarn. Comfy Classic. They're viscose and polyester. They feel really soft, but they're slippery too. Okay. Okay, so that one's full. Let me get that down. So this one's full of ZZ Twist in coral and lavender. But it also has the giant skeins that I got at Michael's on clearance. They were $10 skeins on clearance for $4. And I got 4 colors. I think there's some stuff below there. Yep, looks like there's some more Bernat Pop. And below that is Walmart clearance. This is all from Walmart. And looks like some Big Twist is in there. Big Twist in yellow and purple. Looks like a good Minnesota Vikings blanket. I've got another one over there. I think that's full of Caron. Hold on. This does have some Caron in it. Sorry. And it looks like it's got some Lion Brand gelato or ice cream in a couple of different flavors. All the way down. That's at the bottom. Looks like a red heart. See, I don't think I'm going to have a problem putting enough yarn together for that blanket that I want to make. This one. I think I can come up with enough colors to do that. I think that's... Alright, so this is some fingering weight that I started to make a shawl out of. And it doesn't frog well. And the shawl, there wasn't enough weight to it. It wasn't very drapey. So it's still sitting here. I'm going to have to match it with something else. I have these 2 little purple containers. This one is full of blanket yarn. And this one is full of Bernat Pop, also from Pat Catan. There's several colors. Alright. 2 more of those. This one's got some velvet in it. I thought I was going to make some candy canes out of this parfait. I haven't gotten that far yet. Some more Caron. And this is a 3-pack of Mandala Sparkle. This was a Walmart clearance. They were $1 a skein. I made a blanket out of several skeins of that. And over here is some more Mandala. These ones aren't sparkle though. I really like that one. Yep, there's a bunch of that. Also Walmart clearance. I made a blanket out of these. But I also have a couple of different skeins. These ones didn't have labels, so they're going to stay in the plastic bag so they don't unravel. And there's some more there. And there's some red heart in multiple colors. And then red heart soft. Another red heart in blue. This is a project, a Lion Brand project. It was given to me, and it's for this hat. So, I don't know, we'll see what I do with that. This is some ancient yarn that I got from a friend, the same one I got that Lion Brand thing from. And I'm holding on to it for the simple novelty of it. So this is Red Heart Baby Sport. And what I find amusing is that it's extremely rough. I mean, it's not nearly as soft as the Red Heart Super Saver is. And we all know that that's not really that soft. And then here is a Red Heart Super Saver. And you can see how old that label is. It's just not that new. It's got a Kmart tag on it, I think. Nope, Ben Franklin. We haven't had a Ben Franklin in this town for 30 years, I think. So it doesn't mean it came from this town, but still not as soft as today's Red Heart Super Saver. All right, so here's some more Mandala. It is this one is the sparkle. It looks like the same as the other one, but it's not. This one's Crux and the other one was Hercules. So there's a bunch of that in here. Again, this is Walmart clearance. And then there's some Red Heart in pink and bright pink and red. And if you'll recall, I did a pepper in this red because I had 3 skeins of it. So I still have 2 to go with the 2 pink and this 2 pink. So I can have a blanket. Found the tub of cotton. So you can see that there's some peaches and cream in here. This is all Walmart clearance, every bit of this. And there is some comfy cotton in multiple colors all over. This is a peaches and cream from there. So lots of that cotton. And I'm going to put in the fines from the other day. Put those in there now. All right. All right, it's a bucket of Big Twist clearance. You can see it was $1.47 and I think I had a coupon. So all kinds of Big Twist in here. Just all kinds. But like I said, I usually choose yarn based on a project. So these 2 will go with these 2 and these 2 for one project. And then this pink and red and burgundy will be another project. So I typically buy yarn with a project in mind. I just take too long to get to it. Right, so this is the final tub, guys. And you can see there's a bunch of Bernat Beyond in here. This was a Hobby Lobby clearance item as well. So there's pink and white and purple. And then over here, I was fascinated by this, but I'm not really sure what I could do with it now. Except for making granny squares, which is what they have on there. I'm not sure how that's going to turn out. I don't know what kind of pooling I would get. So here's some more Caron Simply Soft. Again, this one was bought with a project in mind. Also clearance, though, from Pat Catan. And you can see there's 3 different shades of green. And then on this side, under the pink and purple, is lollies. Lots of lollies. Let's see if I can get to them here. Look at all those lollies in there. Last year's Hobby Lobby clearance. So I used all of one and part of another in this color for the flamingo shawl. And I have all of these. This yarn is so soft, you guys. If you haven't had this, they make it every season just in different colors. You have to get this yarn. It's called a Luxe Lolly. They're very soft. But, you know, I don't pay full price for anything. So $1.99 down from $8. Again, it's the Yarn Bee Luxe Lollies. Count on Coconut is the name of that color. I still don't know where they got the color names for these. They don't match anything. Let's see what this one is. dancing donuts. Well, I suppose if you had a lot of sprinkles. And Mayo pie. So blueberry pie, I'll give him that one. And apple butter bash. So I love apple butter, and it's brown, not green. But thank you for going on this yarn tour with me. Wine tour. You can tell what I need, huh? Oh my goodness, that got me all worked up. I can't believe I went through every tub up there. Thank you for coming and watching with me. I had a blast going through all this yarn, and I could just think of all the projects that I want to do, and now I just need to find the time. But thanks again for coming, and happy crocheting.